building a brand in this era is not just about being a large company with a big marketing budget, but it's about building trust. And how do you build trust for a brand like MDLIVE that, for most people, they'd never heard of telehealth even a few years ago? Tell us a little bit about why you brought in Dr. Travis Stork, and who is Dr. Travis Stork?
Dr. Travis Stork is an emergency medicine physician from Vanderbilt, graduated top of his class in Duke, and what was really important to us around the trust factor, I wrote two things on a whiteboard when I started to look at this space, and one of them was trust, and the second one was what value would we bring to consumers when all doctors and patients would be connecting through telehealth. And the person on the trust factor, it was going to be the provider and the care delivery systems, and also the person who would be from a clinical background, but that the consumers would relate to and also see the quality of the detail that we were going to put into that trust for the person that was representing us. And we looked at a number of people in that domain to see who would be best, and Travis was passionate and believed in the same vision that we did about how we were going to provide this type of care.
Randy, the primary decision maker for many of the important health decisions in the family is typically a woman. She may be making them for herself, she may be making them for her children, for her spouse, for her in-laws, for her own parents, but she's often the one who is most involved. And Dr. Travis Stork was already a trusted figure with many women across the United States because of his television show. But we haven't actually used him as a celebrity doctor. We've been using him because, as you had pointed out, he had an exceptional background in emergency care. And so as you started to take MDLIVE beyond its initial low acuity care, working with self-insured employers, and started to build out a network of hospital systems nationwide, how has Dr. Stork played an important role there in terms of his being a trusted personality?
So Dr. Stork, not only is he giving us the trust with the American consumers, specifically the women, or all of us that are now chief medical officers of our own bodies, but he was critical of absolutely making sure that from his passion as emergency medicine physician, that he was going to help us to communicate that to the clinical provider networks and health systems across the country as well. And so he absolutely is part of our chairman of our medical advisory board, and absolutely takes calls from making sure that the quality that we're delivering to the consumer meets that net promoter score, and is also part of that. The actual people who are our biggest sales force are the physicians that are speaking to those consumers, and providers were never taught to absolutely do that through medical school. And Travis helps us to educate other physicians on how important it is to take that personal time to have that empathy.